this time. Before I was just in rapt awe of your guys' back and forth rat-a-tat-tat-tat.
Yeah, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Obscure Reference Show, where again all our funniest stuff happens before I actually click record. We are back after like a week and a half, 2 weeks gone. I don't even know when it was.
According to one listener, it's been since September 30th.
Which seems weird, but not that weird.
And to I think it was Hurling Turtles. We're fine. Drew had a baby.
Yes, I did. Well, I didn't. My wife
Popped
did.
it on himself.
Yeah, I was. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
But yeah, so we obviously didn't record so he could spend time with his new family.
Yeah, my new family. I got rid of my old family. I do have a whole new family.
Drew has a second family in Martha's Vineyard that he visits twice a year.
Oh my God! Why wouldn't you visit me when you came and visited them? It is like an hour and a half drive, Drew.
Drew, you're
an
a
hour
dick.
And a half drive to Martha's Vineyard from Boston.
Yeah,
those states are tiny.
I know. I just don't think about it. Those are the states that are smaller than the state that I live in, which is weird because I always think about states being bigger. I don't know.
Okay, let's.
Okay.
I know we're just coming off of doing an entire show about Tommy Wiseau's The Room, and Mike, I want to thank you for opening us up to that whole world of Wiseau Films production.
There's a Pandora's box of Wiseau that has been opened with this.
Oh, yeah,
but he immediately had sex with it when he came on the set.
You made everybody watch. Mike, I want to thank you. And
that Pandora's box's belly button has never seen a.
Jesus, I didn't want to say that on the show, but that was so awkward because he's just like railing on her stomach. You can tell. It's just
Mike,
so
I'm sending you a
uncomfortable.
link to the two of your favorite. Just take two of your favorite loves in life and combine them together, and that's what this video is.
The Tommy Wiseau where he plays Dark Souls?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It is as amazing and weird.
Is it actually him playing Dark Souls?
Yes. And commenting while he plays it.
Yeah,
And
we could experiment with just plugging that in to watch it live, but I don't know how well that's gonna work.
Let's do it, because there's a lot of like dead air time when he's just like running around. It's 11 minutes long.
Well, first of all, he gets like fucking Star Trek like.
Okay, it's like the set of Mystery Science Theater 3.
Yeah, he gets beamed into the weird like industrial junkyard set in fishing gear, holding a fish.
I'm fairly certain that Tim and Eric produced this show, the Wii Show.
I could believe that. Yeah, but he plays a couple of games. I was just looking at the list of episodes, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that's weird. That shares the title of that video game. And then when I saw him the character creation, I was like, this is the best thing on the internet.
Oh my god! I like, comment, and subscribe.
I also, in between the shows, watched the trailer for the TV show, and oh my god, guys.
Ras.
Oh, how did we not mention cheep?
Oh my God, we did! Okay, the entire time I was thinking the Arrested Development joke. Has no one in this movie actually seen a chicken? Because they're just like cheep.
That's the thing. There's so many times when like lines from other characters come out of their mouths, and they are just exactly the same thing that Tommy said, like in a previous scene, like just recycled dialogue. And then when they all start saying cheep, I nearly died. I was like, nobody.
I can't believe we didn't mention that. That is actually probably one of my favorite things in the movie. That and the scene that Mike already put as his favorite.
Guys, a fucking chicken makes a bacaw sound. Like if you're trying to say, like, intimidate someone. Or make fun of them for.
You do like a bark.
Yeah.
Are we all? Is this happening? We all just doing chicken impressions?
Yes.
That's what these shows become.
I think we all have to do chicken impressions until it's the Miles Minute. Go!
Oh, I didn't see that coming at all. Oh, wait, yes, I did. So this past week, I got The Evil Within, which is pretty much an attempt to combine Dark Souls, The Last of Us, and Resident Evil 4. And two weird results, because, okay, so you start off in this asylum, which is what they've been kind of promoting a lot. And then you're sneaking around trying to get past this guy with a chainsaw. And then all of a sudden
that was the Miles Minute. Thank you, Miles.
That was great, Miles. Thanks. So I want to talk a little bit about.
Longer. Man.
Do we want to talk about Destiny at all?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I can. I do want to kind of talk about.
I legitimately don't think we should talk about it because, like, I don't know what we could say that we haven't already said.
Nothing
Other
said that we haven't already said.
Other than we all can't stop playing it, and I still continue to have a love-hate relationship with that game.
Yeah, and it's weird because so I got The Evil Within on Tuesday, which is the only day I've played.
This whole conversation again.
Every other day. Well, I mean, we haven't had it on air. Every other day I've played Destiny.
I watched a video for that game, and man, it looks violent. Ugh.
I watched a video where they were carving open a guy's chest to get keys out of his chest.
No.
Because that's where you put keys.
The game is, I mean, you can tell the guy has spent time with Suda51 because the game goes into a crazy direction.
Have you finished the main story yet?
I've only played it Tuesday.
I didn't ask when you played it. I said, have you finished the main story?
I think his connection is breaking up enough to where he said he bought it on Tuesday and he played it that night, but every other day he's been playing Destiny with us.
Yeah.
Gotta get his vitamin D.
I'm on the third chapter of it. I don't know how many there are.
I think I heard there were 6.
And that's a really short game.
Maybe I lied?
Well, the Resident Evil games are always pretty short. I mean, it wasn't out of the question to go through Resident Evil
in an afternoon.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 took like 5.5 hours.
That's true.
Resident Evil 4 took way longer, and this is probably going to be modeled more after that.
Yeah, it is modeled.
So it takes a while longer just because you're very. There's a lot of trepidation. Like, am I going?
Oh yeah, and you're seriously underpowered. Yes. You don't have any ammo, and the ammo that you do have is next to useless. Headshots do nothing. It's a lot like the remake of the first Resident Evil.
Which remake is coming out soon, and
is there a date for that?
I can't wait to play that. I can't wait.
Is there a date for that?
I know Giant Bomb has a pre-release copy, so it's got to be coming up soon. I don't know. Mike is probably looking it up right now. I want to play that game again, but I have the GameCube remake of Resident Evil. I played through it one good time, I think, and I don't know. I barely remember anything except the first part of the first Resident Evil game because I played 2 and 3 way more.
Apparently it's slated for early 2015.
I just remember it being so much harder than
that's a shame that it's not sooner than that.
Yeah, it seems like that'd be a decent...
They probably wanted to put distance between his new game and that.
Yeah, but who cares? Nobody's gonna... Oh, Capcom! You're tearing me apart, Capcom!
I mean, Halloween would have been a good time to release any
I think Bethesda put out The Evil Within.
I know, but the remake...
Nope. We're done here.
Anyway, yeah, Destiny is very fun and very frustrating at the same time.
I have spent. The game has cost me approximately 46 cents per hour I've played it, which for value is pretty awesome.
Why do you even quantify it in that ridiculous way?
Because it's I mean, when you talk about like the cost of books versus like movies or video games, like they're really inexpensive for like the hours of enjoyment that you can get out of a book. Um, I the worst video game experiences I had are made that much more worse when I like beat a game very quickly and there's like nothing else to do and I paid full value. I remember I think I bought like Final Fight 2 or something in middle school and beat the game in like half an hour and I was like, oh, that's it. That's the game.
Well, that's what those games are for. Like, you're supposed to be able to beat those things in like 30 minutes.
I remember when I was like 29 and I bought Watch Dogs on launch day for full price and I played it for like 4 hours.
Hold on, I need to stop you.
Hold up. One sec now.
With you gazing into the past, way back until you were 29 and you bought Watch Dogs.
You guys, Watch Dogs sucks. It's terrible. I hate it. Oh man.
Did you play like more than like an hour of it though?
I played it for several days, and it is just not a great experience. And so I wish that I had waited the Ubi time and bought it for, like, if I bought it for even 30, I think I wouldn't have hated it as much. So
but there's like a cost. Like sometimes
and there is.
It works the opposite way, where you get something on a Steam sale, like a really great game, and it's made all the more enjoyable because you didn't pay full price for it, you know?
Well, that, and I think sometimes it's entertainment value. Like, for example, to go back to what you were saying about buying Final Fight, I remember Turtles in Time only took 30 minutes, but my friends and I would have contests to see, like, which pairing of two guys could beat the fastest when we had, like, sleepovers and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, yes.
I always use the movie
it's
analogy.
Just how much you enjoy replaying a game or how fun the game is in the first place. Because like those old Nintendo and Genesis games, most of you can beat pretty quickly.
And I didn't mean to totally write off your statement, Patrick, because I think that there is. We live in a weird time where we want to always like qualify the quality of something based on the amount of time spent doing it versus how much it costs. And for me, like it's weird because I have paid $60 for a game that I've barely even touched, but then I will pay 20 or 15 or however much I paid for Gone Home, and we'll have an extremely like profound experience playing that game and seeing that unravel. And so it's hard for me to especially with video games, since there's such a sliding scale for the cost, to want to qualify it by dollars per hour or per minute or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. Like I sort of put it at the movie versus game level. Like I know I'm going to spend at least $20 to $30 just getting in the door at a movie theater. So if I can spend that and get like even 3 hours sometimes out of a game for the entry price, I'm usually okay. Like Gone Home is one of those examples where, although it's a little different with that because it's just such a different experience.
Right.
And that's why it's hard to make these statements, because like with a movie, movies are all going to have this runtime. With a comedy, you know what you're getting into. Like very rarely does a movie come along that's a completely different experience, but it's all going to be within that same confined time space that movies are in. So that's why video games are way different, because it's like I could spend $20 for something that takes an hour to go through and have a really really just amazing experience. I could spend $20 on something that I'm going to play for the next 6 months, like I did with Spelunky, or I can pay $60 for something I may play for like 3 hours. So it's all over the place.
Yeah, and you also have to. Yeah, and you also have to, like I was talking about Patrick, like you have to take replay value into account here, because some games I'll play through, the whole thing, and I never want to touch it again. But there are some games I will definitely, like, I remember the first time I played the first PS3 Ratchet & Clank, I immediately started playing the game again once I beat it, because I had such a fun time with it.
For me, it's been the Bethesda games, all the Fallouts,
Skyrim, Morrowind.
Even before it's gone into the 2D ones, I've played like 5 or 6 times each. The Skyrim and Oblivion, I've sunk so many hours in. I would pay, and I have paid for Skyrim multiple times, on different platforms and what have you. And I do not feel bad about that at all. For me, like, when I get my value out of my game, I don't know, I just want to support it more. Same thing with a movie. Like, I've obviously seen the same movie in the theaters several times, because it's such an enjoyable experience. Like, I'm willing to, like, even if I'm not, like, very gung-ho to see it again, like, I'm willing to spend that time. For me, it's really the time. Like, I have very little free time, so...
Which I would largely disagree with based on the past couple weeks.
Based on how much you've played Destiny.
I have played Destiny with you almost every single night since it came out, Patrick.
As someone who really has no free time,
What I'm saying is I make the time.
What was that?
I make the time. How many hours do you sleep a night, you sloths? Like, it's a sin sleeping for more than 3 hours.
Well, not all of us suffer
Patrick,
from...
on the regular, I will play with you until at least 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't suffer from insomnia.
Yeah, and then you go to sleep like a baby. Like someone put a little warm milk in your baba.
But this is sort of...
Wait, you're going for me?
I feel like Miles is on like a 10-second delay right now.
I think he is.
Pretty great.
But it's less a discussion I have with myself about full price games, but it's more a discussion.
That's correct, Drew. I'm standing down here live from the field.
I hate you guys so much.
So I do want to say what JL1980 in the chat room has said. He took his wife and kids to the movies. It cost $100 and not a great time.
What? How many kids? How many kids do you have, JL? That is.
He bought.
Well, no, you gotta think about it. You buy the tickets, you buy the popcorn, you buy all this stuff, and takes.
Movie tickets are easily $10 a pop.
Oh my god!
And for a family of 4, that's $40 just to get in the door. Not to mention popcorn and drinks.
I want to go back to this math. $10 a pop. There's how many people in your family?
Well, he's saying $100, so it's not that far. But anyway, but he continues.
40 is not that far from 100, guys. It's only like
when
6.
you start.
No, because then you gotta think it's $5 for popcorn for each person, and then $5 to $6.
When I tell my family, I say, "Listen up, you little shits. We're going to the gas station before we go to the movies."
You don't have a family.
No, so
but anyway,
he's going out. Like, he could be renting the old babysitter, and that can run you a freaking penny. You get dinner out.
Guys, let me tell you, as someone who has had babysitters, it's expensive. But anyway.
Mike, I love that every time when you quit the podcast, it's the best.
But anyway, let me just finish his damn comment. He bought the movie Cars for $15, and his daughters watch it 3 to 4 times a week. And that's...
4 plus candy and soda. Yeah, that'll add up to $100 easily.
Stop talking about candy and popcorn.
Well, because Jay in the chat room added that on to the commentary before you guys started ragging on us that have dependents on our tax forms and all that.
That's what we're ragging on you for.
I don't. I was just agreeing with you.
So no, I was comparing it. Video game costs, which I spend a pretty penny on every year, versus the amount, for what I spend eating out, which is pretty astronomical by comparison. Or
stop hiring all the prostitutes.
Wait, what'd you say? I didn't even hear what you said.
I think you made a prostitute eating out joke.
He did. It was great.
Is pretty highbrow for the show.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't highbrow. I didn't say escort.
Oh.
Remember, Patrick.
That distinction is like $700 right there.
Remember, Mike. Patrick's married now, so really, she's the one that's paying for the rest of her life. That was a weird joke that I don't think made sense, so I'm gonna let that.
No.
You immediately said after you said it.
Shut up, Miles. Shut up. Drew, I want you to explain this trip right now.
So basically, she's paying for it because, I mean, look at you. She's going to be paying for a lot.
Jesus, Drew!
No, I want an explanation. In what currency would she be paying for it?
Because she has to.
What?
I don't know. You guys,
So bad.
I am so tired.
I hate you so much right
What?
I hate you so much,
Miles, what do you hate?
Yeah, we're not even talking about you, Miles. What are you talking about?
now. I know, but you're just being so mean to Patrick.
I
We
am
are
enjoying
so-
myself so much.
We are so mean to you regularly, and this doesn't seem to bother you, but we're mean to Patrick.
No, because I don't care about me.
Miles, that is clear. And really, we need to have a conversation about this.
I mean, so long as you don't go after, let's see, Destiny, Kevin Costner. What else? What else am I all
You
about?
defend Kevin Costner more than you defend yourself.
Oh, we know.
Which, by the
All
way,
right.
I saw Man of Steel for the first time.
Very good.
And that movie is it's better than I
Let's
expected.
talk about movies that came out in 2011.
It's okay. It was 20.
I don't go to the movies, Mike, because babysitters are expensive.
That was before you had a child.
No,
No.
Man of Steel was not in 2011, brother.
It was
No, it's 2012.
Either way, it was old.
Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah. What else? What else is happening with you?
Speaking of Man of Steel, apparently there's a new.
Apparently, it was
rumor.
actually in 2013.
Last year? No.
Yeah, guys, that movie is fairly recent.
It is.
I thought
It is
came
recent.
out did it come out the
I
same
bought it
year as
last
Dark Knight
Christmas on
Rises?
Blu-ray. Yeah, that movie came out in 2013.
Yeah, that makes sense now. When I think about it. Oh boy.
So, what do you think about the rumors that Jenna Malone is Robin in Superman v Batman?
I, for one, don't give a shit.
I also do not care.
Who?
Okay. That's the end of me trying to have a conversation.
I, for one, still stand by that movie is going to be a piece of shit.
God. Oh
I'm
no.
so worried about it. Ugh.
I'm not.
Oh, it. I mean, the problem with almost all comic book movies is like, you know, we only have like a pool of like 20 films to compare them to. Like, we don't really compare them to other just like regular films. They're compared to comic book movies.
We have way more than 20 films.
Not really, man.
No, I mean that's.
We have 7 Batman films.
Okay.
We have 7 Superman films. We have 7 X-Men films.
Hey, Miles.
We've got 3 Iron Mans, 2 Captain
Miles.
Americas.
Miles. Hey, they're trying to compare them to the good ones of those.
I would say.
I know, but they're saying we only have 20 films to compare them to, and that's incorrect.
only comic book movies. I mean, we're not comparing them to like this new Batman to a Batman made 25 years ago. I'm talking about movies made in the last decade.
You just said superhero movies, so that would.
Okay, so let's go back to like 1940s silent black and white Batman. We'll compare these.
Well, those were movie
films.
serials. The first movie was based off the 60s show.
Oh, it's a what kind of serial was that?
The little serial shorts.
No. What you said a movie serial? So it was in fact a movie.
It's not a movie. It's not a feature film.
Did they play them in movie theaters?
Yes, but they also
Did
play
they
Bugs
play them
Bunny
in
cartoon.
movie
All
theaters?
right, I'm
Yes or
tired
no?
I'm tired of this conversation.
I forgot
You're
what we were
wrong.
talking about, so I was just. Do you guys want to play a game?
Good.
Yes, let's play a game.
Sure.
So we
Please
have
tell
had-
me it's the science one, so that
No.
Miles will just freak
No.
out more.
We're gonna
be
play a game
fantastic.
where we name all the roles Jenna Malone has ever been in.
Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls.
She wasn't in Gilmore Girls.
Who?
That's what's
who-
Liddell.
Oh, then I didn't even know who we're talking about.
Guys.
She was in
Donnie Darko.
What?
Sucker Punch, Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys,
Saved.
Saved, yeah.
Okay, I did see Saved. Yeah.
And you saw Donnie Darko on the show.
Nah, I don't like to remember that.
I don't know if you saw Sucker Punch or not.
Patrick, are you
probably didn't.
drinking Sprite Remix?
No.
That's a Crystal
Do they
Pepsi.
still
bro.
make Sprite Remix?
I don't know.
It's Crystal Pepsi. You
What's the
better believe it.
game?
Main water. Well, it was going to be shitty-ass science, but I guess that's out. Even though it's a perfect week for it with Ebola in the news. We got Ebola-themed shitty questions. But,
I had a bowl of cereal this morning.
Oh my god.
ha ha ha, don't worry about it. Don't worry
No,
about that joke.
the test results came back. I definitely have Ebola.
Nice. Anyway, we're playing this game because
Miles looks so sad right now.
I took the 5 seconds to find these links on
Guys,
the internet.
This show was going so well and flowing so well, and then we just screwed it up. We messed it up. I'm sorry.
Was it?
At no point was this show going well today.
I don't know. It was flowing nicely. It felt good. Anyway.
You were just being mean to me.
All right. Question number 1. It is Ebola themed. If Ebola isn't an airborne virus, why does it matter if infected people travel in airplanes? Mike?
Could you use it in the form of a sentence, please?
Okay. Drew?
What do you mean they only serve pretzels? I thought there was peanuts.
Okay. Miles?
No.
That's a great rank.
Miles, are you standing in front of the opening scene to The Lion King right now?
Oh my god, recap that. That's pretty great. Okay. Alright, question number 2. How do I start taking multivitamins when the bottle tells me to only take one at a time? Drew.
Well, the thing you see about... Alright,
Mike. Mike, please
Questions
come back
aren't
in.
real.
Alright, Miles, you got the question. How do I start taking multivitamins if the bottle says only take one?
Fucking choke on him, you moron.
Mike.
God damn it.
Well, I think all directions are bullshit anyways, so just do what you want. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
Wait,
go for it.
Mike, is that a direction?
Overdose.
You want?
It is a suggestion.
Suggestion.
Okay.
They should start putting the Food and Drug Administration should start putting suggested uses.
All right, question number 3, and this is getting it's like a philosophy/science question. If things happened when you least expect it, if I expect everything, will nothing happen? Mike.
Only if you don't expect it to. Only if you don't expect to always be expecting things, will things not always be expected to happen.
Okay, but I'm just gonna 2-part question. What if I only expect nothing to always happen when I don't expect everything to not happen? Go.
If you don't always expect things to happen, then they will always never happen, but happen at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that makes. I've got that written down here. I'm awarding you points. That is an actual correct answer. Drew, need your answer.
If you teach a man to fish.
Wow. I mean, I
Sage
understand.
advice. Sage
Miles. Different question to you, Miles. Miles, do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Miles.
Patrick, this is why we can't play this game, man. This is why we get it.
Great. Miles, I need an answer from you on this one. This is important. It's for the points, for the win of a different game. Miles, how exactly did Sir Mix-a-Lot train his anaconda to survive on buns and voluntarily refuse all other options? Is this a healthy diet for a reptile?
Yes.
Buns, you would feed your anaconda buns? Like baked bread. So it is a health.
There's vegan snakes. No, that's a Metal Gear Solid 5 character right there. A vegan snake. It's gonna happen.
Do you have a
Probably
vegetarian option?
Really
I don't eat milk or cheese.
Guys, you're
Metal Gear launches Zooks. Zooks are what I call zucchinis.
I can't feel my face. I've lost feeling in my face, guys. I think I'm having a stroke. Okay. You guys are really sullying the reputation and the esteem of these science questions. And it hurts that you're kind of making a mockery of this game. Can I get
Kernel of corn, because corn is good for you.
All right, Drew, we've moved on.
Come on,
Can I get a serious
Moving on.
answer to a serious question here? We're going to start with you, Mike. And this is half science, half relationship question. How much carbon dating should I do before I'm ready for carbon marriage? Mike.
It depends on what old fossil you're gonna marry.
Drew.
That one was for you guys.
I'm not as funny as Mike, so I abstain.
Obviously you don't. You have 2 kids. That's Mike.
You proved my point in a different way.
Miles, we're not ending the podcast till we get a serious answer from you. How much carbon dating should I do before I'm ready for carbon marriage?
So this is my new Tim Drake figure from the Teen Titans run.
Hey, I don't think carbon marriage is allowed in this carbon nation.
And it's based off the new 52 design of Tim Drake. It's pretty awesome.
All right, guys, it's been a great show.
Wait, no, what we don't. What, I want to hear more about this Tim Drake character. Sounds like he's had some carbon dating.
It's based off the Brett Boot design, and who I don't typically like as an artist, but they actually did a really good job by not really basing it off of his art. And
you like the New 52 Red Robin design as a whole, with the weird.
I actually do. Just depending on the artist. I like that because when they made him not Robin, they just gave him that shitty Dr. Midnight outfit. And so this one looks a little, I don't know, a little more interesting, but a little more individual.
I mean, I agree. It looks better than his original Red Robin. Well, not his original Red Robin outfit, but the New 52 one. I don't like the slats in the wings. It just seems weird.
Yeah, they've been doing less of those in the new art style. And I mean, it basically kind of looks like Nightwing, pretty much, which makes more sense considering the 2 histories of the character. But I never mind the slats, but because they actually have a practical use. But I mean, I don't know, I like it.
I don't know. I haven't read Teen Titans in the New 52, so
Don't.
I've heard that, which is why I haven't touched it.
The new series is not bad at all, but the Liddell stuff is god awful. It's really, really bad. So
Well,
yeah, no.
Miles, that was the shittiest answer to a shitty-ass science question I've ever heard.
Good.
You're still playing the game, and I have to award you -8 billion points for that one.
Good.
All right, you have one chance at redemption. Question number 17.
Sure.
Why did we name our galaxy after a chocolate bar? Go, Miles.
Okay. So this is Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman. It's a new series in the vein of Legends of the Dark Knight and Adventures of Superman, where it has an anthology of different individual Wonder Woman stories.
Miles
Well,
is like
that's I should
totally
also,
college kid at show and tell.
I should also add in that it's also released digitally first, and they compile them, much like the Batman Beyond and Justice League Beyond books and Batman 66.
I can't tell if Drew feels bad for Miles, and that's why he's entertaining this conversation.
Drew, do you not want to do this podcast anymore? Are you trying to poison the podcast to
I
death?
just think we have done this game on the last, 8 shows, and I would like to play a different game.
No, last time.
I agree.
We haven't done
One of the cool things about these books, though, is that they are pretty much outside of New 52 continuity. So this is kind of like old Wonder Woman, which I like a lot. And same with Legends of the Dark Knight and Adventures of Superman.
They're also about to do a Wonder Woman 77 series that is like the Batman 66 series.
Linda Carter stuff.
Series. Which would be cool.
I'm kind of curious about that because everyone I get a lot of people like, oh, I love the Linda Carter series, but I mean, I never really had a specific style kind of attributed to that. You know, like the 66 Batman had a specific style, and outside of like the movements of the Wonder Woman like spin thing, like the costume was pretty much the same as the comic at the time.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know anything about Wonder Woman pretty much at all, but now I have a daughter, so I feel like I have to get involved in a lot of female empowering superheroes just to be able to.
I'll be sending you my Stephanie Brown trades.
Yeah.
You need to read them. I think you'd like them. They're really good.
Yeah. She caused.
And the new Miss Marvel is really good.
Anyway.
She did.
Moving on.
What are you doing, Patrick?
Oh, Mike signed off. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
This is a good.
Oh, wait, he's back. He's back.
What the Miles Mythic Part 2
He joined us. He rejoined.
with Drew accompaniment.
Look, guys, I felt so disconnected in the last couple of weeks that I feel like I need to reconnect.
Okay. Are we turning this into a therapy session?
Are you gonna? Do you want to do something with us? What does that mean, Drew? How are you gonna connect?
I'm just way into holding hands. It's kind of my thing.
All right. I like. Oh my goodness, Miles, that is the scariest thing
Oh my
I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so creepy. Everyone do it on the screen. It's so. Oh goodness! Oh my hands. Hey Drew, what's going on?
All right. I think it's time to shut this shit down.
Are we still recording right now?
What?
Yeah, we are.
The
We're
show is
still
actually
going.
good now. It's actually interesting now. We're talking about comics.
Hey, stop! Stop! No.
All right. We will see you guys next week. It has been phenomenal to be back on the air. Thank you for bearing with us as I go through some major life changes. And
What the fuck, Drew?
Is that me?
He just had a baby.
But I mean,
What is the second one?
yeah, really. Like, once you have one, like, hold the mystery. I mean, you understand where they come from. You've got, proof that they do what they do. Them babies. Like what?
I'm gonna start talking about all my minuscule compliments.
Okay.
hey,
Your
hey,
minuscule
hey,
compliments?
Hey,
Hey guys, I took a couple poops today.
I'm
Talk about that one.
legitimately a little offended by that.
I'm gonna look. Today I had a major life-changing event, guys.
What happened, Mike?
I woke up.
Oh my god. I'm very interested in these two poops. Were they back to back or?
All right. Good night, everybody.